Hello everyone, hi, what is up? It's me, Angie. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Today's video is really exciting because I'm going to be filming my dream set list for the Eras Tour by Taylor Swift. So Taylor Swift's new tour, the Eras Tour, was recently announced. I saw someone else post a similar video like this, but much more on a larger scale, like he knew what he was talking about. He had a vision. I'll leave his video down below. This got me thinking of what I would want to see from this tour and personally what I think would be cool for her to do. So this is kind of my version of that video. Basically, I'm just going to go through two options of ways I think it would be cool for this tour to go down. Different songs to play, what order, what's acoustic, what is shortened, what is a mashup. Also saw this photo here circling Twitter and kind of also inspired me. So this was a great kind of inspiration as well that I took from. I kind of have two versions of which ways I think would be cool to do this tour. So I'm going to go through that with you guys today. This is very personal to me, what I want to see, what songs I like the best and I want to see live. So this may be different for you because maybe some of these songs you would rather not see and other ones you'd rather see instead. So take that with you as you watch this video. So yeah, I guess we'll just get into it. If you want to subscribe, that'd be great. I would really appreciate it. If you don't, no worries. I appreciate you being here anyways. I know you have many videos you watch right now, so I appreciate you stopping by and clicking on my video. All the ones you can watch instead. Hello, welcome. Let's get into this video. Option one is basically going through the albums and the eras in chronological order. So starting with debut and going up to Midnight. That's option one. And option two would be going in chronological order of doing debut first and then going all the way to Midnights, but also intersplicing in between those eras and those albums Midnights, like the songs off of Midnights. You'll see what I mean. I'm assuming she'll release all of, if not most of, her versions in order to be able to play a live of her previous work. So anyways, yeah, we'll end on Midnights for version 2. Instead of having Midnights be at the end of all the eras, we'll just have it in between, because this kind of is a Midnights tour. I think it'd be cool to like keep Midnights at the forefront of everyone's mind instead of leaving it towards the end. So let me explain, let's get into it. So with option one, you'd start actually out with Karma, but this is the only song we'll have that's from Midnights until we get to the end for this option. So when I was making this video, I was really trying to think of what would be a really fun boom kind of song to really start this tour. And I think because Midnights has just come out, I think it'd be really fun to start with a just high energy song that is Karma. And I think I really picture in my head just everyone going insane when they hear those first chords, those first words. I could just picture us in the stands like going crazy the first time we hear those first sounds. After Karma, we'd take a minute, take a beat, and go to debut / fearless. I put these together. So we'd go to, after having the craziness and the like bad bitch anthem that is Karma, we go to those first few chords of Fearless, which I think would freak everyone out, but have that also be a mashup with Love Story. From there we go to Tim McGraw, which is a mashup with You Belong With Me. I don't know how well we can mash these up, but she could figure that out. And then we'd actually go into Mr. Perfectly Fine, because I think it's important to get those little tracks performed live. And then we'd go to The Way I Loved You mashed up with Shoulda Said No. I think it'd be really cool to end the debut and Fearless era with Should Have Said No. Then we take a beat and then we get those first few notes of Mine entering the Speak Now era. Mine would be mashed up with Sparks Fly, and then back to December, making it a little more chill, kind of relaxing for a little bit after everyone's gone insane. Also gives her a minute to relax as well, catch her breath. Go to Speak Now and then end the Speak Now era with Haunted. This song could be shortened if she wanted to make it a little shorter. There's a lot of songs to go through and I'm really just trying to fit in as many songs as I can in each era, and try to like limit it at the same time so that this concert isn't a year long and she isn't dying by the end of it. So from there, I think it'd be fun to do some sort of quick change maybe and enter the Red era. You know how much Taylor loves a quick change on stage, and we can start out with Red, which I think hearing those first few notes would make everyone go crazy. So I was really trying to picture it, performing it live, and kind of have a nice balance of really upbeat, fast songs where she could really do insane choreography to. We're also intersplicing some more chill moments so that she can kind of take her breath and that we can kind of not die. Entering Red, we do Red. We also do a mashup with I Knew You're Trouble, and then we go on to The Very First Night, but that'll also be a mashup with Message in a Bottle. And after this crazy pop moment with those two songs, I think it'd be fun to kind of take a beat and do the acoustic version of State of Grace. So everyone gets to chill a little bit. Everyone's fucking dying for Message in a Bottle ending, and we'll kind of take a minute to just relax and do a little bit of the acoustic moment with State of Grace. But then we'd end this era with Holy Ground, which this is a song I really hope she plays because I really want to see it played live. This is one of my favorite songs of all time by her. I would love if she performed Treacherous as well during this time because it's also my favorite songs as well, but I'm trying to kind of keep each era to about 4 songs. Obviously there's mashups in there just to not, like I said, make each era super long. Obviously each song is about 2, 3, 4 minutes long, so I think 4 songs is a good amount of songs to do for each era, 4 or 5. But yeah, I would love to see Holy Ground be performed. I think it'd be really fun to get this kind of crazy upbeat moment after kind of that chill moment that we got from State of Grace. So again, we're bringing up our energy levels a lot. Then we'd go on to 1989, which we'd start with Wildest Dreams, going from Holy Ground, taking a minute to breathe, and then hearing this first few chords of Wildest Dreams, or even just going straight into Wildest Dreams with no break in between. Oh, that'd be so amazing. Then we'd go on to All You Had to Do Is Stay, which would be a mashup with Out of the Woods. I think this would be actually a really cool mashup. I think that'd be cool to kind of mash them together, whereas probably the other songs are more just like a flow between the 2 songs, whereas this would be kind of a mashing of the 2 songs. We go into Blank Space, which maybe could be shortened just because it's a song that we all know, we've all heard it a bunch of times, and she's performed it already a bunch of times, so I figured maybe we could do a shortened version of Blank Space but still get that song in there because it is such a popular song, and then end on a more somber chill moment, which would be Clean. So from there, after everyone chills out a little bit from Clean, we actually go to a break, which maybe we could have some sort of video playing. I'm not really sure what, but we could have maybe something to do with her fans and all the eras, maybe see the clips of her Fearless time and seeing her kind of grow throughout her career. And what we'll be playing during this time would be Snow on the Beach. I don't think Snow on the Beach is necessarily a song that she really needs to perform, but I think it'd be a nice nod to have the song in the concert somehow, some way, and this would be a kind of a fun way to put Snow on the Beach, have it play while this music video or some sort of video is playing. This gives her obviously a minute to change, and she comes out looking like a bad bitch with Reputation. Reputation would start out with, of course, Ready For It, but we can make it a little shorter because obviously we did see Ready For It as it opened up during the Reputation tour. We then go to Getaway Car, which I think would be so amazing to see live. I think everyone really would like that. I know I would. And then we end Reputation era with Delicate. From there we move on to Lover, and we would need to start out Lover with Cruel Summer. Once Delicate ends, there's a moment of silence and we get the first few chords of Cruel Summer. I think everybody would lose their fucking minds. It needs to start the Lover era. Has to be Cruel Summer. Obviously everyone loves the song. We've been wanting to see it performed live. It was supposed to be a single, obviously wasn't because of COVID that could have cut everything short, but I think Cruel Summer definitely needs to be the song that starts out Lover. And then from there we would go to Death by a Thousand Cuts, continue the kind of uppity energy with Paper Rings, and then go to the piano and perform Lover / Daylight. Kind of put those songs together on the piano, take a little moment. Then we go on to the Folklore and Evermore era, and maybe she could still be on the piano for this. She could perform The Last Great American Dynasty, but a shortened version. Then go on to Cardigan, Betty, and August, a mashup of all those 3 songs. I've been thinking it would be really cool to see those 3 songs played together since they are this like love triangle song moment. Maybe she could sing the piano for this and get up for Champagne Problems. Maybe she could sing the piano for this as well. Then we'd go to Willow and Ivy being performed together, and then we would end the Folklore Evermore era on Right Where You Left Me. I just need to see that song live. Like, I really hope we get that song performed. I really want to see it. That's also like a song that's like kind of in there just for me. And then of course we'd go into Midnights. So I think it'd be really fun to start off the Midnights era with Bejeweled. Then we'd go to Glitch, but Glitch can be shortened because it is kind of a repetitive song, and I think we could definitely shorten that pretty easily to save some time. We go on to Lavender Haze, Anti-Hero after that, and we'd end the Midnights era on Your Own Kid. But that's not all. We think this is the part where we think it's the end, but it's really not the end. It's really a planned encore, and she'd come back out with her guitar or maybe the piano and perform the 10-minute version of All Too Well. End on this amazing high note, and just scream lyrics to All Too Well, 10-minute version, and then we would end there. That's version 1. Now let's go on to version 2. This is the version I kind of want her to do. I think it'd be really fun to see her perform a bunch of Midnight songs in between all the eras. So starting at option 2, we have the same intro. We get Karma in the beginning. I think it's such a great intro song. We go again to Debut and Fearless, but this time I think it'd be fun to start out with You Belong With Me, then go to Fearless and have that be mashed up with Love Story, and end on Mr. Perfectly Fine. I think that'd be fun. And then we'd go back to Midnight songs. So this time it would be Lavender Haze before entering into Speak Now. Speak Now we'd do Enchanted, Haunted, and then back to December acoustic version. And that'd be fun to kind of have a chill moment with that song after kind of having so much craziness with Haunted right before it, and even Enchanted. Before we go into Red, we would get Vigilante Shit and Paris off of Midnights. I think it'd be really, really fun to go from like acoustic soft moment that is back to December, just really like hitting it right in the face with those first few lyrics of Vigilante Shit. We would kind of pick it up more upbeat with Paris. That kind of poppy vibe would be really fun. And then we continue that poppy kind of vibe with the Red era, starting out with I Knew You Were Trouble / Red, kind of mashing those two songs together. Then we go on to The Very First Night and Message in a Bottle, again mashed up. And then we do Holy Ground after that. And then in this version, we'd get the 10-minute version of All Too Well in the Red era that it belongs in, versus at the end in the last option. Because we had so much craziness with everything that happened before this, I think it'd be nice to kind of take a minute, take a chill moment with All Too Well 10-minute version. And then we go into Maroon, because I think it just needs to be there after Red, because it's fucking Maroon. It's a darker version of Red, and this song is such a Red song. It's so clearly about the Red era, so it makes sense to perform, I think, Maroon after the Red era. Then starting off the 1989 era, we would start out with Wildest Dreams. Again, I think just hearing those first two chords would make everyone go crazy. After that, we do All You Have to Do Is Stay and Out of the Woods mashup, just like an option 1. We do Blank Space shortened, just like an option 1, and we'd end on Clean as well. Again, kind of because Clean is more of a chill moment, we can maybe bring up that energy once again with Bejeweled. And then this is where we get a break, maybe have some sort of video playing, but this time over the video we would get Labyrinth playing, I think, in the background would be really cool. Give it very kind of like a interesting vibe, I think, depending on what obviously is being played in the actual video. Maybe a cool vibe. Then next is Reputation era, so we start that out with Ready For It Again. Then we go into King in My Heart, Getaway Car, and Delicate. We then go into Mastermind off of Midnights. I think it just makes sense because that whole song is kind of about everything that happened with Joe and the Met Gala and how she kind of masterminded him into her life. So I think it just kind of makes sense that Mastermind would be after the Reputation era. From there, obviously next is Lover. And again, we have to start with Cruel Summer, we just have to. Just by 1,000 Cuts we play next, Paper Rings, and again, Lover and Daylight, we perform together on the piano. That'd be cool. As for the Midnight song that would go next, I think we should do You're On Your Own Kid. I really want to see it performed live, and I was trying to figure out exactly where I want to put that song. I think it'd be kind of nice to put it after Lover and before Folklore. Moving on to Folklore and Evermore, we would then get the Cardigan, Betty, and August mashup. And then moving on to Champagne Problems, Willow / Ivy, and then ending on Right Where You Left Me for that era. And then I think it'd be cool to play Anti-Hero. I didn't have it in the last option. I didn't really know where to put it. I think it'd be cool to perform it at the end here because it's kind of more of her most popular song off of Midnights. And then you'd think it's the end, it's really not. Have a fake out. Maybe you could add another Midnight song in there, I don't know what, because I think maybe people would want more Midnights, you know? So maybe we could do like Midnight Rain That would be really cool. I don't think she'd want to perform would've, could've, should've. But that'd be the end there. People think it's the end, it's not really the end. Then she'd come out for a planned encore, which she'd perform Long Live. I think that inspo photo had that as their encore song. I think that would be really cool. I think it's a really great idea. I think it'd be cool to end with a song that is about fans, that is about her music and us kind of long living, you know? And I think it'd be really special, especially after everything that she's been through with her songs, her masters, her career. To end on Long Live would be a really cool idea. Then the concert would end there. So I know I kind of went through this really quickly, but I hope it made sense. I hope you guys like it. But yeah, that's it. That's kind of my dream set list. Playlist, I guess, for the Eras tour. What option do you guys like better? I'm kind of leaning towards option 2, but what do you guys like? Let me know. But I just hope in some way or some form these songs are performed. These are the songs I want to hear. I think she will perform a lot of these songs. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, so that's it. I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to. It'd mean a lot to me. Okay. I love you guys a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!